from California, where for $10 you can get a picture of Tommy Lasorda copping a feel from your favorite Hollywood starlet. This is Kurt Berglund with more Pine Tar Baseball. Tonight, the 2017 Los Angeles Dodgers, losers of the World Series to the garbage can thumping Houston Astros, 4-3. They won 104 games and lost 58 in 2017. They were first place in the National League West. And if I'm not mistaken, they were favored to win the World Series that year. They are the road team in this one. They are taking on the 2010 San Francisco Giants. We have a Dodgers-Giants matchup for you tonight. The 2010 San Francisco Giants were 92-70. First place in the National League Western Division and World Series champs in 5 games over the Texas Rangers. These teams, part of Pine Tar Baseball's teams of the 2010s, available for you right now at ttlbaseballgame.com. Our latest set, ttlbaseballgame.com, teams of the 2010s, features these teams: the 2010 Giants, the 2011 Rangers, the 2012 Orioles, the 2014 Angels, the 2016 Cubs, the 2017 Dodgers, the 2018 Red Sox, the 2018 Brewers, the 2019 Astros, and the 2019 Nationals. Those 10 teams available now for you for Pine Tar Baseball. Best of the 2010s. So, the Giants and Dodgers entry into this set face off this evening. One of them won a World Series and the other one we wish would have. Here we go for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers. Leading off and playing center field, it's Chris Taylor. Batting second and playing shortstop, Corey Seager. Batting third and playing third base, and the living definition of a man who outkicked his coverage, Justin Turner. Batting fourth at first base, Cody Bellinger. Batting fifth, and chairman of anger management groups all over this fine country of ours, Yasiel Puig. Jock Peterson batting sixth and playing left field. Logan Forsythe batting seventh and playing second base. And Austin Barnes batting eighth and doing the catching. On the mound, Clayton Kershaw. He's an A+ on the road. He's got automatic strikeouts on 55 and 70, and he has a maximum of 7 innings pitched in this one. For the homestanding San Francisco Giants, Andres Torres will lead off and play center field. Freddie Sanchez will bat second and play second. Buster Posey bat third and catch. Pat Burrell, left fielder, bats fourth. Cody Ross plays right field and bats fifth. Aubrey Huff bats sixth and plays first base, full of tats and personal demons. Juan Uribe will bat seventh and play third base, and Edgar Renteria will play shortstop and bat eighth. The pitcher for these San Francisco Giants, Tim Lincecum. And as you can see, Tim in San Francisco is a B starting pitcher with automatic strikeouts 55 to 60 and 77. The Freak can go 6 innings, but longer if he's doing well. So let's get this one started. Should be interesting. Dodgers with seemingly, on paper anyway, A lot more firepower than the Giants, but this one might be a pitcher's battle anyway. Here we go with Chris Taylor. Going to clear out these other cards. Chris Taylor leading this one off. And that's a 98, which is an error check. An error check for the Giants is 86. That's center field. That's Torres. And he's going to make the play on this one for out number 1. Batting second, Corey Seager, 295 in 2017. That's a 37. That's an error check. Wow, we've had two batters. 31 is second baseman. That's Sanchez. And he makes the play on this one. 2 down. And Justin Turner. Wow, was that coverage outkicked. Here he goes. The pitch is lifted to center field, and that's Torres for out number 3. And the Dodgers are done in the first. 3 up, 3 down for Lincecum, and we go to the bottom of the first. Kershaw's first chance to try and make the Giants look foolish. Be Torres, Sanchez, and Posey as the first 3 for the Giants in the bottom of the first. Torres with a 343 on-base average in 2010. That's an 85, and that's lifted to center. So that is, don't tell me, Taylor, who will make the play. And what he's doing out in the field, only Dave Roberts knows. Freddie Sanchez stands in. And that's a 56, which is a ground ball to second base. And that's Forsythe, who will flip to Bellinger, and that's 2 down. And Buster Posey, 305, the heart and soul of the Giants in 2010, is a ground ball second base, and that's Forsythe again to Bellinger. And we've had a couple of 1, 2, 3 innings in the first to get this one started. Dodgers, as I mentioned, have seemingly a lot more offensive firepower and seemingly a lot deeper bench, including the bullpen. But we'll see if that turns out to be the case. Bellinger stands in against Lincecum, and he lifts one to center, and another chance for Taylor. And that's 1 down in the second. Yasiel Puig, everyone's favorite charter boy, poster boy for anger management and relaxation techniques. The pitch to Puig is hit deep and hit high and hit far, and that's right field, and it's gone. Yasiel Puig, Elvis, has left the building. Puig gives the Dodgers a 1-0 lead right after I made fun of his temperament. So you can bet that I'm going to continue to do that. Jock Peterson stands in. And this one is ball 4. Peterson takes first base. And Logan Forsythe will come to the plate with 1 out. And Peterson on first base. Forsythe, the pitch from Lincecum. That is a line drive base hit. Nope, I beg your pardon. That's ball 4. That's ball 4. Which is ball 2 because of Lincecum being a B. So Forsythe is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. This one is lifted in the air to center. That's Andres Torres, and that's 2 down. Peterson returns to first base. And Austin Barnes, possessor of a 289 average in 2017, is hitting 1 to center, and that's Torres's 5th out of the ball game so far. and gets Lincecum out of the second. However, Puig hit a dong, and so the Dodgers lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Burrell, Ross, and Huff. And this one is high and deep to center field, and that's a poke in San Francisco. And it's gone. Elvis has left the building, and so has Patrick. It's 1-1. Dodgers and Giants in the second, playing a little home run derby. And Cody Ross stands in with a .269 average and a .413 slugging percentage and batting fifth. Think about that. Fly ball left field. That is Peterson, and that is one man out. Here comes Aubrey Huff, filled with demons and covered with tats. Pitch from Kershaw. Fly ball center field. That's Taylor, not Turner. Turner is looking in the stands at his girlfriend. 2 down in the bottom of the second. Uribe comes to the plate. We're tied at 1. There's nobody on. And the pitch to Juan. He's hit by the pitch. Kershaw comes a little too close, and he'll take his base. So Renteria comes to the plate with 2 outs and Uribe on first. Giants have scored 1 in this inning. Looking to get more. Lincecum on deck. Fly ball right field. That's Puig, who was breathing into a lunch bag. He puts that down, and he makes the catch. Side is retired in the second. Each team plated a run in their half, so we go to the third. We're tied at 1. For the Dodgers, it'll be Kershaw, and then back to the top of the order with Taylor and Seager. So Kershaw stands in. Not an automatic out at the plate. The pitch from Lincecum. And as soon as I say that, of course, Kershaw strikes out, and that's 1 down. That's Lincecum's first strikeout of the ball game, and he's looking for more. Chris Taylor stands in, .288 with a .354 on base average, and the glove that he only wore to keep his hand warm. Pitch to him is fly ball right field, and that's Ross, and that's 2 down. And Corey Seager stands in, .295 for Corey with a .375 on base average. Here's a guy that can play. The pitch is an 87. That's to Torres again, who is getting a little bored. He's made 6 putouts in 3 innings, and that retires the Dodgers in the third. Lincecum maybe back in his groove. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's 1-1 in San Francisco. Kershaw finishing his warm-up pitches, and Lincecum will bat to lead off the bottom of the third inning. Tim stands in against Kershaw, probably trembling with fear. The pitch, 47. He strikes out. Kershaw picks up his first strikeout on the pitcher. Top of the order, Torres comes to bat. He's 0 for 1 tonight. 24 is a walk. Torres is aboard and might be looking to do a little damage here. See what he can get started on the base paths. Austin Barnes, not known for having a cannon behind the plate. He's a +4. Sanchez stands in, the pitch to Torres, and there he goes. And he's safe. Stolen base for Torres. He's in scoring position. Pitch to Freddie, .292 with a .342 on base average. Is an 84 fly ball center. That is Taylor, and he's going to make the play for 2 outs. But Torres will not try and take third because Posey is going to try and drive him in. This is your slugger on this team, or one of them on this team. Buster's 0 for 1 in this game. And the 39 on Kershaw is a strikeout. Kershaw throws him the hook, and Buster doesn't quite know what to do with that. So we have finished 3. And it's not quite the shutdown pitching duel we anticipated, but it's 1-1 going to the 4th. Justin Turner wondering what he's going to get his date for after the game. Leads off Cody Bellinger and Yasiel Puig still breathing into a lunch bag. Justin Turner stands in 0 for 1. Pitch to Justin. Ground ball third. And that's Uribe who throws across. To Huff, who puts down his ink for a minute to catch that throw. And Bellinger stands in with 1 out and nobody on. And this one's driven. And that's going to be off the wall in center. Bellinger has himself a double before Torres can get it back in. Puig is doing some deep breathing before he steps into the box, and he homered in the second. A solo homer gave the Dodgers their only run. Bellinger is on second with 1 out. Puig would love to drive him in, but first he'd love to get his pulse rate under control. The pitch to Yasiel from Lincecum is a comebacker. Lincecum gloves it, and Bellinger will hold as Puig is out at first. Peterson now with the last chance for the Dodgers. Bellinger taking his lead off second. Dodgers have 2 outs and Bellinger on second. Peterson kind of all or nothing, .212 batting average. .349 slugging percentage. I take it all back. He's not all or nothing. He's nothing and nothing. The pitch home is strike 3 called, and the freak gets Peterson for his second strikeout of the evening. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 1-1 in San Francisco. Kershaw coming back out. Burrell, and then Ross, and then Huff. Pitch to Patrick. He homered in the second. Ground ball short. That's Seager, who's going to throw across to Bellinger for 1 down. Cody Ross stands in. .269 and .332, and batting 5th for the World Series champs. The pitch. Line shot at first. Bellinger's got it on a nice play, and that's 2 down. And Huff looking to get inked after the game. 0 for 1. He flew out to center. And Taylor back in the second. This one is a line drive off of Kershaw's glove. It rolls away. Huff is going to be safe on an infield hit. No, he's not. He got him at first. Close play. Seager threw him out. Huff's lack of wheels cost him, and that turns into Kershaw's second 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 5th, and we are still tied at 1. Lincecum back on the mound, facing the bottom third of the Dodger order. And when I say bottom third, I mean bottom third of the Dodger order. Logan Forsythe wondering what he's doing in the major leagues with a .224 average and a glove that resembles concrete. Here we go. Forsythe. The pitch from Lincecum is strike 3 called. 2 Ks in a row, 3 in the game for Lincecum. That's 1 down for the Dodgers. Austin Barnes with a .408 on base average. He's a guy who can play a little bit until he stopped. Barnes, the pitch is ball 4. Lincecum walks Barnes, and that'll give Kershaw something fun to do. As Dave Roberts wonders what those signs are that he's supposed to be flashing to the third base coach, Kershaw stands in. He's got a 71 for his sacrifice rating, and they may ask him to do that. Barnes takes his lead off of first base. Kershaw squares and gets it down. And that's going to be a successful sacrifice on an odd roll. And that means Huff flips to Sanchez. And that'll move Barnes to second base with 2 outs. And the top of the order, Chris Taylor, 0 for 2 today, leading off for the Dodgers. Pitch to Chris is a line drive base hit. That's down. Ross gloves it. Barnes around third, and they're going to give him the stop sign. And with first and third, that'll bring up Corey Seager. And first and third is a good opportunity for Seager to come through. Put the Dodgers ahead. Lincecum from the stretch. Barnes at third. Taylor at first. There's 2 men out. Pitch to Corey is strike 3 swinging. Wow. An automatic strikeout on Lincecum's card sets the Dodgers down in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 1. And even more persuasively, more convincingly than the Dodgers, the Giants will send their bottom third of the order up. Uribe, Renteria, and then Lincecum in the bottom of the 5th, looking to do something. They've had 1 hit off Kershaw. That's it. 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. They haven't done much. The pitch to Uribe is strike 3 for Kershaw. That is number 3 on the evening. And now Renteria stands in. 276 with a 332 on base average. Edgar's 0 for 1 today. Pitch to him will be a range check. See who's getting this one. For the Dodgers, it'll be Peterson, and he's not getting there. Renteria's aboard with a single, and that'll bring up Lincecum with 1 out. They could pinch hit for him, but they're not going to. See if they give him the bunt sign. Lincecum 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this one. Renteria to his lead. Lincecum does square around and does get it down. He does get it down. It's back to... Nope, it's going to be Turner taking it, and he's going to throw to Forsythe on the sacrifice, and that'll move Renteria to second base. So Lincecum does his job. Torres comes to the plate with 2 outs. There's a man in scoring position that can run a little bit, Renteria, and Torres is 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base on the evening. Pitch to Andres, lifted in the air to left field, and this one will be taken by Peterson, and that'll retire the Giants in the 5th. We go to the 6th, and we're still knotted at 1. In the top of the 6th, we have Justin Turner wondering what the perfect gift is for the woman who's a whole lot better looking than you are. And then Cody Bellinger, and then Yasiel Puig, who's assumed the Lotus position in an effort to relax and to let his demons go bye-bye. Justin Turner stands in against Lincecum. The pitch is a ground ball to short. That's Renteria, who will throw to Huff, and that's 1 down. Bellinger, who's 1 for 2 with a double today, 267 for Cody in 2017. He did slug .581, and he's dangerous. That's a strikeout. Lincecum with his 5th on the evening. And now Yasiel Puig, who is humming to himself in an effort to relax. 1 for 2 with a home run, a solo shot in the second. 2 outs and nobody on for Puig. That's a 66, which is going to be a range check for the shortstop Seager, who gloves it from the hole and throws out, Renteria. Does Renteria get there? No, he does not. That sneaks by him. And that's a single for Puig, who breathes deeply at first base. And that sets up Joc Peterson. 0 for 1 with his walk and a whiff for Joc. And Puig at first base, looking for some CBD ointment. The pitch to Peterson is a fly ball to center field. And that's going to be taken by Torres. And that's going to retire the Dodgers in the 6th. Lincecum doing a nice job. He's not dominating the competition like Kershaw, but he's getting the same results. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Sanchez, Posey, and Burrell. 0 for 2 for Freddie. And this one is to left field, and that's Peterson. For 1 down. Posey stands in 0 for 2 with a strikeout today. Looking to get something going. Not a lot happening against Kershaw, as we might have expected. The pitch to Posey is lifted in the air to left. It's going to be 3 putouts in a row for Joc Peterson. And it is. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Burrell, who homered in the second. 1 for 2. And we've got an error check. The line shot. And I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Line shot. 88 is center field. That is trouble, I think. And Taylor does not make the play. Clank off his glove. And that's going to be a 2-base error. And if you make an error that allows Burrell to take 2 bases, that's quite a clank. Cody Ross stands in. He's got a chance to untie this one. Cody's 0 for 2. An in-season acquisition for the Giants. The pitch is a line shot, but Bellinger dives and makes the play. We've played 6 and we've decided nothing. It's 1-1 Giants and Dodgers. Lincecum coming back out for his 7th inning of work. He's earned it because he's allowed 2 runs or less. And Forsythe will lead off in the 7th. Against the man that I think we can probably call the ace of that Giant staff. Maybe Kane, I don't know. Ground ball short. That's Renteria. Across to Huff. And that's 1 down. Austin Barnes comes up. Austin drew a walk in the 5th. He flew out to center in the 2nd. 0 for 1 officially. The pitch to Austin is a ground ball to second. Sanchez going to throw to Huff. And that's 2 down. And if there was any question about pinch hitting for Kershaw, I guess that's pretty much out the window now with 2 outs and nobody on. They're letting Clayton come to the plate. Pitch home is strike 3 swinging. So that's 6 for Lincecum. And if they want him to, he could come out and do another inning. We'll see what happens. We got the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Giants coming up. It'll be Huff, Uribe, and Renteria standing in. Aubrey might be looking for a variety of recreational enhancements and probably is quite confused by the chalk forming the batter's box around him and leading down to the first base bag. 0 for 2 for Aubrey. Kershaw coming home. And that one is a chopper at first. Bellinger with a leaping grab, and he'll take it himself for 1 down. Uribe comes to the plate. Sandoval could have gotten the start, but they started Uribe against lefties in the playoffs, and so that's who you're seeing at third tonight. 0 for 1 for Juan with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. To his credit, or discredit, if you prefer, fly ball left field, center field. That's Taylor, who is in his tracks, and with 2 down, Renteria will come to the plate. Lincecum is standing in the on-deck circle. He may bat for himself if we get to that point, or they may hit for him. Lots of options for Bruce Bochy. Pitch home. We'll find out next inning as Renteria strikes out swinging. And that's number 4 for Kershaw on the evening. Not a big strikeout night, but a very effective night as it's still 1-1 as we go to the 8th. This one's going to be decided late, maybe very late. Lincecum back out. He'll lead off the bottom of the 8th if we get to that point. Chris Taylor, top of the order for the Dodgers, leading off. Giants bullpen is active. Maybe Tim said something to Bochy between innings. Taylor, 1 for 3. Pitch to him is ball 4, and that's going to be all for Lincecum as Bochy is on his way. We may see a double switch. Taylor takes first base, and Seager is calmly waiting to see who the next Giants pitcher will be, and it's going to be the slider expert Sergio Romo. And we are going to have a double... No, we're not. No, we're not going to have a double switch. There's going to let Romo go in the number 9 slot in the batting order. Romo's throwing a slider whether you like it or not and whether you know it's coming or not. The slider is definitely coming. Corey Seager, not up there to bunt, I can tell you that. Chris Taylor taking his lead off first base. They could send him. Posey is a -8. They're going to pause on that one. Romo to the belt. Pitch home to Seager is a ground ball to second. Nope. Ground ball to first. That's Huff. Goes to Renteria for 1 and back to Romo for 2. Seager with a rally-killing double play ball. And Justin Turner with 2 outs is riddled with doubt, angst, and self-esteem concerns. 0 for 3, top of the 8th, nobody on, but the power to put the Dodgers on top. The pitch, here comes the slider, and that one's a grounder to third. That's Uribe, who's across to Huff, and that will retire the Dodgers in the 8th. Romo comes in and gets them out of the jam, so we're still tied at 1 as we go to the last of the 8th. Kershaw coming back out. I didn't give you Lincecum's numbers. I don't think. No, I didn't. He pitched 7+ innings. He allowed 4 hits. He walked 3 batters, and he struck out 6. 1 run, it was earned, and it was a home run. And he can't win or lose this one. Romo is due. Torres is on deck. And we're going to have a pinch hitter to face Kershaw. And it's going to be one of my favorites. And that's exactly why he's coming in. It's going to be Aaron Rowand to pinch hit, the center fielder for the 05 White Sox, who won the World Series. Aaron is going to lead off the 8th against Kershaw. The Dodger bullpen is active. Let's see who they've got going down there. Tony Watson and Brandon Morrow, lefty and a righty. It's double-barreled action for the Dodgers in the bullpen. Kershaw, the wind, and the pitch home to Rowand. Aaron Rowand in 2010 hit .230 with a .281 on-base average. He slugged .378. Pitch to him is a ground ball to second, and that's Forsythe, who grabs it in between, wondering what in the world he's doing out on a baseball field, and throws to Bellinger for 1 down. Torres will come to the plate. Giants will have a new pitcher in the 9th. Andres Torres 0 for 2 with a walk. This one is ball 4, and Torres takes first base. Freddie Sanchez standing in. Can do some things with the bat. But Kershaw's got those strikeout numbers. So Torres takes his lead. Sanchez is up there. He's 0 for 3 today with a .292 average in 2010. There goes Torres. And did they get him? Yes, they did. Austin Barnes shot down Andres Torres. He needed an 82. He got an 82 to shoot him down for the 2nd out of the inning. Torres doesn't like the call. Kershaw is laughing, and Puig is looking for something to hit. So we got a lot going on in the field right now. Sanchez 0 for 3. And that's a 47, and that's a strike 3 on a Kershaw hook for his 5th of the game. We're going to the 9th, and we're still tied at 1 between these two National League Western Division heavyweights of the 2010s. 2010 Pine Tar set. Available now at ttlbaseballgame.com. These teams are 2 of the teams that you get in that set. Bellinger is 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. What do they want to do here? What do they want to do here? What? They're going to let Javier Lopez come on in and try and limit the damage that Bellinger can do. Lopez will take over for Romo, who pitched most of the 8th inning. Lopez will bat 9th. Thought for a minute about leaving Rowand in the game, but decided against it. So Aaron is out, and Lopez is in, batting 9th. Lopez, as you can see, is an A-plus pitcher at home. He has no modifiers for walks or strikeouts, and he has a maximum innings pitched of 1. So the 9th inning will be it for him. Romo pitched a full inning, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs, no home runs. And he's done after 1 inning. So Bellinger stands in, the left-hander against the left-hander Lopez. The pitch is strike 3, swinging for Bellinger. Lopez got him. And now Puig comes to the plate. Yasiel is holding a rosary right now, doing some praying. 2 for 3 for Puig. Home run for the Dodgers' only run back in the second. Pitch to Yasiel is a 15. He swings and misses, and he's not happy with himself about that. And that's strike 3. Jock Peterson coming to the plate. They are going to hit for him. And let's see who they might have to choose from on that bench. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Kike Hernandez, speaking of people who are wondering what in the world they're doing with the Major League uniform on, is going to hit for Peterson. And in the bottom of the inning, he's going to take over in center field. And Taylor will move to left field, where he's a little less incompetent. So Kike Hernandez hit .215 in 2017. And that's going to be it for Lopez, because the only thing Kike can do is hit lefties. And they're not going to lose on a home run to Kike Hernandez. So to relieve Lopez, we're going to have a right-hander, and it's going to be Ramon Ramirez, who made 69 appearances for San Francisco in 2010. Give you Lopez's numbers: 2/3 of an inning, 2 strikeouts. He wants to stay in, but Bochy can't stand it. So Kike Hernandez will be left in to bat against Ramon Ramirez. Ramirez, as you can see, is an A+ at home. He's got a walk on 77 and a maximum innings pitched of 1. The pitch home to Hernandez, and that is a rather desperate-looking strike 3 swinging, and the Dodgers are done in the 9th in 1-2-3 strikeout, strikeout, strikeout fashion. So again, Hernandez goes to center. Taylor shifts to left. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th, and the Giants need 1 to walk this thing off. Dodger bullpen still going. Same 2 gentlemen, Morrow and Watson, are throwing, and Kershaw is out for the 9th. Buster Posey 0 for 3 with a strikeout tonight. Burrell and Ross, the meat, if that's the expression I'm looking for, of the Giants' order, is up. Pitch to Posey is strike 3 swinging, and that's Kershaw's 6th of the evening. Pat Burrell 1 for 3. The solo homer back in the second. Give the Giants their only run. If he hits another one, the game's over. 64 is a ground ball to Renteria. I'm sorry, it's a ground ball to Seager, who throws across to Bellinger. And that's 2 down. And now Cody Ross with a chance to end the game. Or they might hit for him. Let's see what's on their bench that's left. And they don't think so. So they're going to let Ross take a shot at it. .413 slugging average. Most of that, I'm thinking, was not accumulated against Clayton Kershaw. Ross is 0 for 3. Pitch to him is a ground ball to second. That's Forsythe, who feels redeemed and throws to Bellinger. We're going extra innings. We go to the 10th, and It's 1-1 in San Francisco. Ramirez is back out there. Scheduled batters, bottom third of the Dodger order. We go to the 10th. It's free baseball. Forsythe, Barnes, and then Kershaw. Anybody gets on, it'll be Chris Taylor, still contemplating a career change. So Logan Forsythe could be up here. He's got a 351 on base average. Ramon Ramirez is a right-handed tosser. He also throws that way. They could go with Utley here, but they're not gonna. So it's Forsythe to stand in against Ramirez. Ramirez has 2 more outs to go before he has to be yanked. The pitch to, and for that matter, taken out of the game. Pitch to Forsythe is ball 4. He takes his base, and Logan will not set any speed records, but he's a competent base runner, so Austin Barnes stands in. Austin is 0 for 2 with a walk. He can't bunt a lick. So let's see how they might want to play this one. Not a lot of accomplished bunters on the bench. See if they give Barnes the bunt sign anyway. Ramirez to the belt. He checks Forsythe at first base. Barnes does not square. The pitch to him is a base hit to left. That's going to get down in front of Burrell, and Forsythe will take third, and the Giants have a mess to handle here in the 10th. Kershaw. Kershaw is due. There are men at the corners. Forsythe at third. Barnes at first. Are they going to let Kershaw bat? No, they can't really do that. Kershaw went 9 innings, and that's more than Dave Roberts would let him go anyway. So we're going to have a pinch hitter here for we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Kershaw. It's Andre Ethier, the pinch hitting specialist of the 2017 Dodgers. Infield is in for the Giants, looking to cut off that run at the plate. One thing is for sure, Andre Ethier is not up there to bunt, but they could go to a lefty, and and it's gonna be Jeremy Affeldt. Here comes Bochy. Gonna bring on the lefty to face Ethier, and that's gonna force Dave Roberts to make a switch. Affeldt gonna bat 9th. He's a lefty. And Ethier will not be allowed to bat. So we're going to have a new pinch hitter. And it's going to be Yasmani Grandal. A man who was overpaid by the Brewers last year. And he's really being overpaid by the White Sox this year. Is pinch hitting. He's a right-handed batter. And he had 247 of the 308 on base percentage in 2017. Men at first and third still. Forsythe at third. Barnes at first. And now they may as well run for Barnes, so they're gonna. Barnes is not quick on the base pass, so it's going to be Curtis Granderson who will pinch run for him. And Grandal against Affeldt with the infield in. Pitch to Yasmani. Strike 3 swinging. Wow. 1 down. Affeldt is 1/3 of the way there. Taylor stands in. Infield still in. Forsythe at third. Granderson at first. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Taylor looks at strike 3. And now Corey Seager, who does terrible things to left-handed relievers and their grandma. Giants infield back in normal depth. Affeldt going to get a chance to work all the way out of this one. Seager is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Pitch to Corey, struck him out looking. What is Affeldt throwing? That's 3 outs, and the Dodgers gag a perfect opportunity to score. Going to have a couple of changes here for the Dodgers. See how they want to do this. For the Giants, it'll be Huff, Uribe, and Renteria coming to the plate. So it's going to be Tony Watson to start the inning at least. 71 games. This was an in-season acquisition for the Dodgers in 2017. And certainly helped their bullpen. Watson will bat leadoff. They're going to take Chris Taylor out of the game. And if Dave Roberts was really thinking about it, he'd wonder what Chris Taylor was ever doing in the game to begin with. That means that Curtis Granderson is going to be the new left fielder. And Yasmani Grandal will be the new catcher for the Dodgers. Watson batting first in the order, but he won't be up for a while. And he may be out of this game before long. Anyway, Huff is a left-handed batter. Watson, a left-handed reliever. Brandon Morrow in the bullpen is ready to go. And the pitch to Aubrey, 0 for 3 and confused by the baselines and the batter's boxes. Pitch to Aubrey is a 45, which is a strikeout. He gets him swinging, and Huff is down in the 10th. Juan Uribe stands in. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. And a strikeout on his ledger. That's the 13. That's a broken bat. That's a base hit. Into right field. He sawed him off, but he still got a hit. And Renteria will come to the plate, and that's going to do it for one Mr. Tony Watson, who pitched a third of an inning. Pitched a third of an inning. Excuse me. Struck out 1, gave up a single, and he's responsible for Uribe on first base. Now Edgar Renteria stands in against Morrow. Morrow, as you can see, is an A-plus pitcher on the road. He has a strikeout on 77. Edgar Renteria. It's going to give way to Pablo Sandoval. That's it for Edgar. Sandoval. Fresh from a Weight Watchers meeting between innings. Sandoval, of course, a proponent of the seafood diet. He sees food and then he eats it. Sandoval stands in. Uribe is on first. Not a lot of speed anymore in 2010 for Juan. Of course, Juan never was a burner to begin with. Sandoval hit 283 in 2010 with a 342 on base average, and he slugged 447. His belt size, somewhere around 63. Pitch to Pablo, and there's a base hit. Off of Morrow's glove. Everybody's going to be safe, except they nip him at first. Seager gets him at first. Sandoval couldn't quite get down the line, and Seager got him. Uribe moves to second base. Juan is in scoring position, ready for a walk-off celebration, and it's going to be the Giants pinch hitting specialist, Travis Ishikawa, in the bottom of the 10th. First base is open. Nobody's working in the bullpen for the Dodgers. This is Brandon Morrow's business. Travis Ishikawa stands in at a 266 average on the 2010 season with a 320 on-base average and a 392 slugging. But a single should be enough to do it. Uribe takes his lead off second. Morrow to the belt. The pitch home to Ishikawa is a wild pitch. That's going to take Uribe to third and put a little more pressure on things. One more of those and the ball game is over. Ishikawa's ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strike. Morrow to the belt again, checking Uribe at third base now. The pitch home to Ishikawa is going to be a range check. He hits it hard. But where's it going? Shortstop, Seager dives. Can't get it. It's off his glove. The Giants win. It's a walk-off pinch hit single for Travis Ishikawa. Off of Corey Seager's glove, Uribe scores from third. Tony Watson is going to take the loss. The winning pitcher is going to be Jeremy Affeldt, who did beyond yeoman's work in the top of the 10th. Watson allowed Uribe to get on base with a single, and Morrow eventually allowed Uribe to score on a single by Travis Ishikawa. Let's give you the line scores for this 2-1 tension-filled drama here in San Francisco. For the victorious 2010 San Francisco Giants, 2 runs on 4 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished 2017 Los Angeles Dodgers, 1 run on 5 hits, and they committed I know they committed 1. There it is, 1 error that you can score. We played 10 innings. We had free baseball tonight. Played 10 innings. The 2010 Giants defeated the 2017 Dodgers 2-1 in 10 innings. Jeremy Affeldt in relief was your winning pitcher. Tony Watson, your loser. Winning hit, Travis Ishikawa on a pinch hit single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th inning, scoring Juan Uribe from third base. These teams are part of the Best of the 2010 set, currently available for Pine Tar Baseball at ttlbaseballgame.com. Check it out, get yourself a set, enjoy Pine Tar Baseball. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name's Kurt Berglund. Hope you had a good time. We'll be back soon with another game of Pine Tar Baseball. So long, everybody. Oh, and please click like and subscribe to my channel. So long, everybody.